gonna do first, we'll go ahead and do some hang-up drills. We go over hang-up drills and safety drills. So just small things you can do to help protect yourself. Okay. You ready? Right. I guess we do need your rope. What's that? Brazilian ropes. Backwards bull ropes. They weren't big whenever I was rodeoing. They just really got big the last few years. Yeah. When I was rodeoing, everybody said they were backwards. Now they don't say that no more. They want enough money that they're not backwards no more. So we want. Oh shit.
Do I need a glove or is this fine?
No, this is fine. We're gonna start out on a chute setter, and we'll do it again when we have actual bull.
Okay.
But the main thing to remember, in the bucket chute, you're the boss. Alright? Scoot back a little bit, and you're going to flip forward, just for practice. Shoot. Main thing is give yourself plenty of room. If you get back on that flank guy, he's just going to tap you a little bit, then move forward. But give yourself plenty of space. I cock my hands, I cock sideways. You sit straight up, or what I do, shift your butt that way a little bit. That's how I took my wrap. Because if that bull kicks, he's going to throw you that way. You know what I mean? Like if I'm cocked on the side over here and I'm taking my wrap, if he kicks, I just kick against the
Alright, I'll be back then.
If he's setting straight and he kicks, bang!
I'll be back, I'm gonna get her.
You know what I mean? So I made myself into a habit of doing that. You can do it however you like. That's why I did it. That was my reasoning. Yeah. But pretty much how you like it. Most of all, just give yourself plenty of space so where you got room to work. And when you're in here, right when you climb over the bucket chute, it's go time. You're already riding bulls. You know, you don't start riding bulls when you're not. It starts when you climb over the bucket chute. I mean, it's dangerous in there. You know, it's a bunch of pipes, so we want to get in and out of here as fast as we can, and do as little thinking as you can. When you get your wrap and you slide up on your rope, I mean, you go ahead and go. You know, some guys get up there and they water a little bit, and the whole time you're thinking about this bull, and you make him bigger in your mind's eye. You know, that bull weighed 5,000 pounds for you, not his head, your head. And we don't want to do that, especially when you're first learning, you're first getting on. Get your mojo going, get fired up, and when you get over in the bucket chute, be smooth, and take your time, get it right, but hurry at the same time. You know what I mean? If something's wrong, re-pull it, adjust it. You'll have stock contractors and everything else hollering at you. It doesn't matter. Okay? They can say what they want. Just ignore them. A lot of kids get rushed sometimes by them, and when you're first starting out, it's easy to do because when they start hollering at you, you're like crap. You start hurrying, or your rope can be too far in the middle, and you're running with the Brazilian, and you don't like it, but you take them anyways. You know, fix it. Yeah. Usually they're not going to complain at you if something's wrong. You know, if your rope's down too far, and you tell them, I got to re-pull, guys. Sorry, my hand's down the side. They usually aren't going to say nothing, but if you do it, if you're known for doing it, if you're in there all up way too long, they're going to ride you pretty good. And if you're just messing around in there, they're dang sure going to get onto you. Their job is to put on a bull riding, and people in the stands don't want to watch you in the chute for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? They want to see bull after bull after bull. So while the guy in front of you is getting his rope warm, you need to go ahead and get over in the bucket chute. And when he leaves that bucket chute, man, you go ahead and start getting your rope hot, get ready, you know, and you start taking your wrap when the bull's leaving. You know, when the bull's leaving the out game. You know, that way it's bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? That's how you keep them off of you, so they're not so mad. Plus, it gives you a little more time to get your stuff right. So if you're one that takes longer in the buck and shoot, you need to get over in the buck and shoot sooner.
Okay.
If you're always just bang bang real fast, then you know climb over in the buck and shoot when that other guy's taking his rat. You know, I mean, you need to be in there getting ready when that guy before that guy leaves the buck and shoot. The guy in front of you. When you climb over in the buck and shoot, be loud, give your commands, and just say them loud and you know mean them. You know, when you get in there, you say pull, and I pull.
Pull.
And when I get enough, when you get enough, you need to say whoa, or some guys tap the rope. That's like I guess the bull riding terminology. If you tap the rope, they're gonna stop pulling. If you get too much rope and you need to let some out, you do it, okay? So when I'm pulling and you have enough, you say whoa, and I'm gonna hand it to you. And you lay it in your hand, and now you got the valve. You let out as much as you want. You know what I mean? When you start telling them, oh, loosen it a little bit, and they loosen it too much, and then you're pulling again, you know? So take what they give you, and then if you need to let some out, then you let some out. You want a tight bull rope, okay? One thing a lot of guys starting do wrong that I see is they don't put enough rope in them. That rope needs to be tight. When he rocks you this way and you pull on it, you don't need that rope coming this far backwards, you know. Or when they run you in the back door and you kind of get your chin up and you're trying to just bear down and get back to them, you don't want that rope slide to the back at all. You want it to stay in the spot. So first things first, when you jump in the buck and shoot, shake your bells to make sure they're right. Move your rope up on his shoulder. All right. And then whenever I pull it, when I get it pretty snug, you're gonna pull it back to you as hard as you can. And the rope's gonna stop. Where the rope stops is his breaking point in his back. That's where you want the rope. When a bull bucks, he bucks like this. Like that, his shoulder breaks right behind his shoulder. And when you hit that spot, it's gonna suck in there and you can't pull it back no further. It's gonna be right where you need it. All right. So move it up on the shoulder and get your rope guy. Tell him to pull it slowly. And as he's pulling it tight, you're gonna pull it back just like that until it stops. Right when it stops, then you're gonna tell him as much rope as you want. And then I'm gonna hand it to you. Then you're the boss. Okay. So it's pull. All right. That's it. You don't need no more outside help. You don't want. People might be talking to you and saying stuff, but you're focused. You right here. It's you and him now. You're riding bulls already. All right. And when you take your wrap, we're gonna put this rope. See how you did twist it, which turns the cup down, and you're gonna lay the cup right down that handle like that. Okay. And then you're gonna go behind your hand, and then when you get right here, you're gonna grab. When you get right here, grab it like. Turn your hand over. Okay, like that, and you're gonna stick it down and then stick it through your hand. Yeah. Whenever you take your wrap like this, all you have to hang on to is that rope. Okay? So feel how it's kind of locked? That's you're holding this instead of all of it. When you just kind of wad it in there, you're holding the whole rope. Well, this way, you're only holding that tail. That's the only one that matters. Okay? Where you put your rope when you go slide up doesn't matter. I don't know if you've seen that video. I took mine in my belt loop or in my leggings. I take it and you stick it just like that. Or you can lay it up front. You don't want it underneath you. You want it up underneath you at least. The reason I stuck mine in the belt loop was because have you been hung up by your feet?
No. Once I almost got hung up by the flank.
It sucks. You're helpless. You know, they're dragging you around. You can't get away.
Yeah.
Well, that's from hanging it, and you're usually you catch it right here most of the time. That's also why you don't want your tail looped, because it's easier to snag. But you catch your rope anywhere in here, and you're gonna hang it, or in your handle. There ain't nothing you can do about your handle. But on your tail of your rope, if you stick it in there and I get bucked off, it holds the rope away from my feet. Plus, whenever I get done riding, I know where my rope's at. Right here. When I want to get off and pull my rope. Okay. So that's why I did that. It's personal preference, wherever you want it. You stick it wherever you want it. Main thing that's important in the buck and shoot is you want a routine. You want to do it the same way every single time. So, and you do it so much and over is a routine. You jump in there, you pull your rope, you put it in the exact same spot, you pull it back, take your wrap, and put your rope where it goes, the sliding right, okay? So it's your routine, in and out. Whenever you leave it, that looks pretty good when you leave right there. When you get back here, you take your wrap and you're ready to go. Like if you have to do any kind of preparation or whatever you do it before you slide. All right? And then when it's time to go, you're gonna step up on that rail and you're gonna walk up to your hand and nod your head. Okay? There's no use when you get to your hand setting your feet just perfect and filling up the bull, because first jump they're leaving. Your feet aren't gonna be there no more. All right? So there's really no need in doing that. Plus you're in there thinking about it and you're in the bucket chute longer than you need to be.
I've called to the gate with my feet out here before.
Perfect. And it's a personal choice too. A lot of my buddies, Ty Scoggins, he's being one of them. He left his feet in the slats every time. A lot of people does teach that. I mean, that's probably 90% of the guys that do teach that. Leave your feet in the slats. I didn't. I put my feet down, but I didn't stick my feet in them.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't in the slats though. Like I had my feet just hanging, just toes pointed, ready to go.
Yeah, I always walk up there and I drop my feet and nod my head about the same time. So I don't set my feet, but like when I slide back here, when I slide up, I nod my head right there and I drop my feet. So, but I'm nodding my head when I get here. I'm already nodding. I want out of there. Bull riding is not a thinking man's game, and when you start thinking, that's when you get problems. That's whenever you run into things. Get in and get out of there. You know, your reaction's going to take over. So don't worry about, my feet don't feel just perfect. Man, first jump, they're leaving anyways. So the way we're trying to teach you is up on, get on your legs, and you're going to reset your feet anyway. So you'll fix it out in the arena. You know what I mean? Right there, you're going to pick your legs up just a little bit. That's how you're going to get on your legs. All right, you want to bend in your legs. All right, you don't want them to go straight. If you, when you get up on your legs, move up onto your butt, if you do it the way you were doing it, your feet aren't even in them. You know what I mean? To get your feet in them, you're going to have a bend in your knee a little bit. You know, it just gets to habit. You know, bull pulls me down, I run my knees in them, but my toes stay out. You know, like, you need the irons. Them spurs are used for a reason. But the knees are important too. Okay? Those knees will save your teeth. And also, when you're up on your legs and you got your knees in them, if this bull turns, he's going to run into this leg. Okay? So if he turns back, he's going to run into that leg and he's going to turn him. So you want on them legs and you want to use your knees too. Well, that's why I was telling you what I was seeing earlier. When I told you to get up off your butt, you would, but you would make this leg straight over here, and your toe, and your foot wouldn't even be near him. Okay? You want to squeeze with your calf. Pretend like you're squeezing with your calf. I'm going to turn these toes on out. There you go. Turn your toes straight out. There you go. That's how I want to ride it. That's how you need to ride the barrel. Toes out, always. And it'll get to be habit. You know, but get on this barrel bunch and get them toes out. Turn them toes out. You want to use them irons, man. If he rocks you over here, you're pulling with this leg. You're pulling with that iron. You're gonna learn to walk with them legs. Like, it's not just moving your top for balance. It's crawling around. You know, when he rocks you way out here, you're picking up on this leg. You know, you're like, shit. You know, you get over there. You're gonna adjust your weight. But when he rocks you out, it's no more just switch your weight then. It's moving then. You know, so you're gonna have to pull with this leg and get your top over, okay? So we're gonna do drills in a minute too that'll help with that. Help learn to use your feet a little bit. Crawl around like a cat, that's what you need to do. Bulls are ridden from your waist down pretty much. If you keep your hips on your bull rope and you can crawl around, you can move your butt around, you can ride anything. Most mistakes are made in your arm though, your free arm. So that's why I teach don't move it. Get it out there and try not to move. Try to move as little as you have to. And that's everything. You only do as much as they make you do. You know, if he's just doing this down the pin, and you can sit right here and never move, do it. Just sit there and thrum, 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 thrum. If he makes you stick your chest out, you stick your chest out. You only do what he makes you do. Okay? Usually you'll know before you get on them, because if you got a little dud that runs off, people are going to be cutting his head off, you know. Well, turn them toes out real good. Make sure you got to bend them legs so you can use them knees. There you go. All right. So slide back. Let's run all the way through the chute. All right. Take your hand up. All right. Just like that. You climbed over the bucket chute.
Pull. Move.
All right.
Pull.
There you go. There's your 9. Alright. And one thing you can do to help get your wrap right, only if you use a Brazilian rope this works. Josh does it all the time. When you stick this through this hand, take this knee, pick your knee up, and smash right there on your rope. Then take your wrap. And when you do that, like, you can open your hand and your rope ain't going nowhere. You can only do that if you ride Brazilian rope though. American style it don't work because it's on this side, you know. That's one thing Josh does and makes sense to me if you want to do it. Because it's harder to get this rope to stay down. Whenever American style, when you come over here, when you come back through your hand, it's easy to twist that sucker and stick it in there. The Brazilian comes from the other side. And you'll get used to it. That's perfect. If you get that around there, you're just hanging on to this rope. I also like Brazilian style because these are your strongest fingers, and that's the last ones through your rope. Or in American, it's through your pinky. You know, your fingers are weaker on this end. But I like how they don't hang up as much. That's a good trait for them. I don't know that I agree with everybody on how they make you ride a bull. They say American pulls one way and the Brazilian pulls the other, and it might, but I've never felt my rope pull my ass nowhere.
Yeah.
I had my ass in the wrong spot. You know, I didn't do it. I didn't move over there. That's why I got a bind. You know, and people start overthinking this sport.
These people that want to admit they messed up aren't the ones who aren't
bull riding's mano a mano. If you get thrown off, it is unacceptable. It's your fault. You don't fall off. If you get thrown off, a nut spinner or rankest dude in the world, it's not acceptable. It's your fault. You did something wrong. I hear guys going down the road, you're a piece of crap. Well, you fell off. He threw you off. It don't matter. You ride your bull. You go, wherever you go, it's you against the bull. The judge is going to pick who wins it, so don't even worry about who's there. You show up and 3 PBR world champions show up. It doesn't matter. You still got to ride your bull the same as they got to ride theirs. So ride your bull, let the judge pick who wins it. It's going to fall in line. You keep riding them, they got to pay you eventually. So just ride your bull. Pick the challenge between you and that bull. There's no excuses. If you get bucked off, think it back through, watch video, fix it in your head, stop and visualize fixing it. You know, bull come around here, you know, he beat me around way out here. I never got around there. Didn't get my elbow down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that jump when he comes around. I'm going to visualize it and I'm going to turn my elbow down. You know what I mean? And you're going to run it through your head and then you're going to go on to the next one. You're going to be pissed. If you're not pissed, then something's wrong. Because I didn't drive all the way up there, spend all that money planning on falling off.
Yeah.
So it's okay to be mad. Throwing your stuff around and acting an ass or making excuses for why you fell off doesn't do nothing to fix it. It doesn't make you better. You don't get no better. You know, I'll yank my rope around. When I was younger, I used to have a bad habit of throwing shit. Getting mad. I threw my rope one time, the bell skipped off a rail at the fence and went into the stands. You know, like, that's a little much. It's a little much. And the one thing that changed me on that, I went to a Super Bowl one time in Amarillo. Was fixing to win a pile of money. Got bucked off right at the whistle. A good dude, like 7-something.